First, I'd like to thank the museum staff for all the hard work they put on today. We were all here about 4:30 in the morning. I'd like to thank Tunnel Towers for selecting the Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy Navy SEAL Museum as a stop for this historic tour across America. This year it is special. We're not only honoring America's 250th, we're honoring the 25th anniversary of September 11th and the 15th anniversary of Retribution, when we killed Osama bin Laden. We gather not only to remember what happened, but to honor those we lost. Firefighters who ran toward danger, police officers who stood their ground, ordinary citizens in extraordinary moments showed courage that still inspires us today. Their absence is still felt 25 years later. The grief has not disappeared. It has simply changed shape. But so too is the strength of those who carry on with their memories. Out of that devastating loss came something else, something powerful, a call to action. In the days and months after September 11th, our nation saw a surge of resolve unlike anything in recent memory. Young men and women stepped forward in extraordinary numbers, answering a call not written in law, but felt in the heart. They volunteered to serve, to defend, to protect the country that was wounded. Many of them watched the towers fall on television, like Michael while he was in SEAL training. Many were still in school, yet they made a decision that would define their lives, to put on a uniform and stand between danger and the people that they loved. That generation answered our nation's call. They deployed to distant lands, Afghanistan, Iraq, and beyond, into environments that were complex, uncertain, and unforgiving. They faced an enemy that did not wear a uniform, fought a battle that did not have clear lines, and a mission that evolved over time. This is what became what we call the global war on terror. A conflict that spanned continents, lasted decades, and demanded extraordinary sacrifice. And sacrifice there was. And I lost my place. Service members gave years of their lives, many gave their health, thousands gave everything. Families bore the weight of long separations, anxiety, and loss. Children grew up with parents deployed, or the reality of parents who never came home. We owe them more than gratitude. We owe them remembrance, understanding, and a commitment to carry forward the values they defended. But as we reflect on these 25 years, it's important to recognize something deeper. September 11th was not just an attack on buildings or institutions. It was an attack on the idea of who we are. A nation built on freedom, resilience, and unity. And while the years since have tested us through war, through division, through change, we must ask ourselves, what have we learned? We learned that courage is not limited to those in uniform. It lives in everyday people. We learn that unity is not automatic. It must be chosen, especially in difficult times. And we learn that the cost of complacency is far too high. So what is our responsibility now? Because remembrance alone is not enough. Our responsibility is to ensure that the legacy of those we lost is not reduced to a moment in history books, but remains a living influence on how we lead our lives today. It means honoring service not just with words, but with support for veterans, for Gold Star families, for those still carrying the invisible wounds of war. It means teaching the next generation not just what happened, but why it matters. And it means striving every day to be worthy of the sacrifices made on our behalf. To be a nation that is not only strong but united, because that is what was attacked on September 11th. And that is what must endure. 25 years later, we still stand. We stand because of those who we lost. We stand because of those who answered the call. And we stand because even in our darkest moments, we chose to move forward together. May we continue to live in a way that reflects the very best of who we are. Thank you.